In the spring of 2022, I was living in Eugene, Oregon, and I got invited to go on a very unique style of retreat that changed my life. It was a profound experience that I will never forget. And I'm very grateful to say that in about 10 days, me and two of my best friends will be flying out back to Oregon to attend another one of these retreats.
To study the self is to forget the self.
I can't really explain it, but there came this moment in which everything fell away. I'm just feeling really self-conscious right now. And I think it's because this is so important to me personally, and I just don't know how to put it into words. Just how special this experience, this retreat is to me. My mind feels like it's reeling, searching for an answer, searching for a reason to justify this expense and this commitment. I don't know that I'll ever have an answer in terms of language, but I think there is a point that I might be able to reach in which my heart knows this is what I'm meant to do, and this is important and purposeful. There's been a number of people I respect greatly who have asked me, why are you doing this? Why are you going on these retreats? Why are you making this video? Flying to Oregon is not inexpensive, and it's a lot of effort to edit videos and to bring all the equipment. I've got like loads of cords I'm already packing for the trip. And I haven't really had a good answer for them. That's what's so profound about these retreats for me, is that you can't know who you are until you ask the question. To discover who I am, or why I'm here, or why I'm going on this retreat, that's the purpose of going. And so I can't justify it. These questions ultimately open us up to a direct experience of who we are and why we're here and what this is. And those are questions that we can't learn from a textbook or a YouTube video, but they're questions we have to answer for ourselves.
The great Zen master from the 13th century in Japan, Dogen, says to study Buddhism is to study the self. To study the self is to forget the self, or see through the self, you could say. When we do this right, we start to see that actually there is no fixed, solid, separate thing that needs defending and, beating down the opposition and all that kind of stuff there from the off. It's just simply not how we are. And as we get that, as that becomes our lived reality, then No longer do we live in a state of essentially me against the world, a state of siege, really. And as that starts to melt away and all the stress that's around that, the defensiveness that's around that, we become able to be vastly more available to other people, vastly more able to get out of our own way and do what we're here to do. Each one of us has our contribution to make. The world is in a pretty wobbly place. It needs awake, grounded people, I feel, more than ever.
Well, I've just arrived at the retreat center here, the Benedictine Lodge in Mackenzie Bridge, and I was able to sit down with Daizon and he gave a few words of inspiration. Right now I'm feeling very nervous but excited. I just feel very blessed to be here, and it's just a really big luxury to have the time and to be in Oregon and to have traveled here with Eric. There's a little bit of nervousness. I know that these retreats, they're everything. They include all of our emotions, and they really just amplify and bring up so many things that I may not be aware of. At this point, you're probably wondering, what is a breakthrough to Zen retreat, and what makes it unique as compared to other meditation retreats? Well, I hope to make an entire video on the origins of breakthrough to Zen retreats. But to put it simply, at these retreats, participants are encouraged to work with one of 5 different foundational questions. Who am I? What is my true nature? What is this? Where am I from? And why am I here? The retreats are designed to help each participant engage as deeply as possible with their question for a 72-hour period, so starting Thursday evening until Sunday afternoon. The central practice of these retreats is called group Sanzen. In group Sanzen, participants work in pairs to help accelerate their internal process. These sessions occur multiple times each day and are 40 minutes in length. Group Sanzen begins with participants pairing up randomly, sitting face to face, and when a bell rings, one partner states, "Tell me who you are." The other partner then has 5 minutes to verbalize their internal response to the question, simply expressing whatever may be coming up, whether distant memories, abstract ideas, emotions, or bodily sensation. Meanwhile, the listening partner creates space, listening intently but not reacting or responding. At the end of 5 minutes, a bell rings and the partners then switch roles.
Tell me who you are.
By verbalizing our internal experience, group Sanzen can lead to radical shifts in perception and states of profound clarity and openness. What is this? This is a beautiful place with beautiful people. It is a unique opportunity to understand myself, and by doing so, let go of my grip on life. It's something that I have to figure out for myself, so I'm ready to find out what this is, and hopefully I'll have more to tell you after the end of the retreat. So I'm gonna wrap up my equipment here, go in the dorm, tidy up, and then join everybody for dinner. It's 5 o'clock now, and the retreat starts at 6. So wish me luck, and I will let you know how it goes.
working with a question in Japan, which has been done in the Zen tradition primarily for now it's, I guess, 1,000 years or so, is classically viewed as a 3-year process. When a new person does that, there's a lot of noodling, you know. You establish your intention, you pose the question, and then the mind wanders off on, I hope we're going to have spaghetti for supper, or whatever, you know. You come back to the question, it's off again. And so it's very low efficiency, I guess we could say, when things start. Now, obviously, the mind can train and can get better at that, but that takes time. With this, when you've got somebody in front of you, keeping you on the job, keeping you accountable, it goes from maybe 5% efficient to near enough 100% efficient, you know, off the bat. And this is, I think, probably the greatest single reason why this process is so rapid. On these retreats, you've got a very good chance of, you could say, perhaps seeing through the illusion of a fixed, solid self in 3 days, you know? So my view is, why prolong the agony? If we can get people through that first step on the path as quickly as possible, that really opens the door. It's not the end of the journey, but once that first step has definitively been there, then an awful lot of things make sense, which don't make sense until that point is there. So that's my view on it, really. I think it's a very, very good foot in the door. And the best I've found, the most effective, the most time efficient, the most straightforward, really.
Has my life changed since the retreat? Not really. I think that's what's most profound, is that nothing's changed. The biggest takeaway from the retreat was that this is enough. This is more than enough. It's an abundance. And it's the most fascinating and miraculous thing I could ever ask for. In fact, what is most special is the ordinary existence that I wake up to every morning. It seems like we're all growing more and more aware of a sense of disconnect and distraction. You know, these devices, they're really powerful and they can sweep us away. But distracted from what? What are we disconnected from? What is it we're missing when we're scrolling on our phone endlessly? These retreats, the Breakthrough to Zen retreats, are really an attempt to ask that question. As I was sitting down across from other people, working with the question, what is this? I realized pretty quickly that the real device that we're all distracted by is our mind. We're constantly comparing and labeling and describing our experience, and it creates a distance. It's kind of a virtual reality that we're living in our heads. Most of the retreat was spent filtering through all these different versions of myself and trying to use language to impress people. And there came a point when that was just exhausting, and I kind of set down my mind. in just a single moment, it felt like everything came into such focus and clarity. I can't really explain it, but there came this moment in which everything fell away. There was no need to prove myself. Just a direct encounter with reality. There was this falling away of any need to describe what was happening. There was a sense that I could just look into the eyes of a stranger and I didn't have to say anything. There wasn't anything I needed to understand. There was nothing to gain in that moment, nothing to lose, just a moment of connection, simple and yet profound. For that moment, I felt that I could put down the facade and the script that I've been reading to try and gain people's approval and just simply be myself. I realized in that moment, this life is always here. There's no separation. This is what I've been missing. So if you've made it to this point in the video, thank you so much for watching. Follow along. If you like this video, it'll help us. But more than that, really consider taking on one of these retreats. For me, it has been life-changing. I can't say that about many things. If you have the luxury to visit in the UK or Oregon, you can go in person, which would be wonderful. But they also host these online. The online retreats are different, but they're no less powerful